Hello, I'm Rosendo and I'm doing the chapter video summary number 11. This one is all about the law of administrative agencies and the employment relationship in immigration laws. I'll start with chapter 18. Administrative law is defined as any rule that directly or indirectly affects an administrative agency. And an administrative agency is any body that is created by the legislative branch to carry out specific duties. Examples of administrative agencies are Congress and then any state legislature or city council, and what the duties and roles in the agency are. There's Congress and then the state legislatures and city councils. And depending on what the duties and roles in that executive or in that agency are, they're either independent or executive administrative agencies. Independent administrative agencies like the FTC or SEC have heads appoint individuals for roles versus executive administrative agencies such as NASA, which are located within the executive branch of government itself. Though they aren't the same, each type of administrative agency have similar functions, and some of those functions include rulemaking, adjunction, and administrative activities such as informal advising, report preparation, and issuance of guidelines for business communities. Each administrative agency is formed to carry out specific functions and duties, and those are just a few to name. This leads right into statutory and institutional limitations which are put on administrative agencies, and they are put on the agencies just to ensure that they don't become more powerful than the government itself. So that's what I took for chapter 18, and on to chapter 19, where I'm just going to briefly go over wage and hour laws, unemployment compensation, and workers' compensation. Wage and hour laws are put in place to assure fair pay amongst everyone and limit the amount of time employers can make employees work. In Ohio, there is no cap on the amount of hours that can be worked, but if an employee works over 40, then they must be paid more than just the regular pay, anywhere from time and a half to more, depending on what your employer decides on. The current minimum wage in Ohio is $8.55. Next, we have unemployment compensation. That is a system Congress put in place that pays qualified individuals who lose their job, and that money that pays unemployed employees comes from tax dollars that were paid to the states from the companies. The last thing I wanted to talk about are workers' compensation laws and what those are about. So those provide financial compensation to an employee when they are injured on the job, and an employee may be compensated as long as both them and the employee are covered. Like I said, these are just some of the key things that I took from these chapters 18 and 19, and thanks for watching.